Hello, buenos días. Masanori Kobayashi, Program Director, Sasakawa Peace Foundations. I have a pleasure to have Minister Thoriq Ibrahim, the Minister of Climate Change, Environment and Energy of Maldives, attending high-level segment of the conference of the parties' 16th meeting of the Convention on Biological Diversity in Cali, Colombia. So Minister Ibrahim, how do you find your attendance at this COP16 in Cali, Colombia so far? How do you really reflect this on your participations and deliberation here?
Thank you very much for having me in this program. I think as far as Maldives is concerned, this COP16 is going very well. So far, the negotiations, ministerial meetings, it's going well. A lot of interactions. Our team here, the technical is day and night working on text, especially we mentor operationalization of that contract is important. We need to have finance make it meaningful and to achieve the target of individual goal by 2030 is important, and it is very important for islands like Maldives to achieve the target that we have finance available. So a lot of discussions around this conference is how can we get finance to achieve the Kyoto protocol target. That is one area that we are very much focused on. The other area is protecting the oceans. How are we going to do the protection of the oceans? How much protection has been done by other countries? As far as Maldives is concerned, Maldives is a very large ocean country. We have 93 protected areas right now, and we have only 5 protected areas well managed. So again, the issue with us is in order for us to have a better managed area, the protected area to be managed, we need financial resources, we need technical resources. So that's what we are talking about here in this call. Talking with the multilateral country meetings, in the plenary sessions, in the bilateral meetings, also in the whatever meetings we have. There are a lot of organizations who are arranging meetings on these areas, how we do it, how do we achieve the 2030 biodiversity, achieve the targets of biodiversity. So ours, it's very important, target 3. Ours, it's very important, the resource and target 9, 10, 11. So these are things that we wanted, and one of the key things that we would like to see at the end of this COP is that to have a fund that is actually formed to very particularly deal with biodiversity and the biodiversity conservation areas. Because right now there's no fund that is directly dealing with international biodiversity conservation. So that is what we have been discussing, and I feel at the end of the COP it will be all the countries will agree on the formation of a fund, international biodiversity fund, that can actually have easy access to finance. Because right now there are other funds that is not very much particularly focused on biodiversity. Yes, everywhere everything, including climate change, renewable energy, and other areas as well. So if we have something again particularly focused on biodiversity, and if countries can agree on who's going to fund this, and then also have easy access. Easy access is very important. We don't have to wait until 2 or 3 years after application for the funds. So countries like Maldives, we are very small economies. We have only fishing and tourism, and it is very much dependent on our environment and on our biodiversity. So we want the biodiversity, our biodiversity system to be very healthy, and so that our economy will be healthy. So that's the reason we are very much focused on getting this form and fund to be ready within the next COP, so that we can start utilizing or operationalizing by the next before the next COP.
Excellent. Thank you, Minister Ibrahim. And I was in Maldives March last year. It's, as you know, dream destination for not only Japanese people, but the people around the world. And we also visited the University of Maldives that has been also doing human resource and leadership development. So I see this access to finance, quick provision of funding. These are really the key issues. I know that the government, new government, is also pushing this global environment and biodiversity. So is there any other policy initiative that you'd like to underline here for the achieving sustainable biodiversity conservation and biological resources?
Yeah, I think more Japanese should come and visit us first, and more tourists should come and visit us to help our economy, and also to help because more tourists coming to our country means we will have more funds available to protect our biodiversity as well. So the new government, President Dr. Mohammed Kamel, he has a lot of two very important pledge that he has pledged during his campaign, presidential campaign. One is that there will be, because we only have now we have 3 biosphere reserves in the country, but his pledge is to have 3 more biosphere reserves within the next by 2028. So we have started that process, and the first location of the biosphere reserve we have identified, and we are going to start work on the process of doing all the required studies, and by within the next 1.5 years we would be able to complete the studies and submit our study and the proposal to the relevant organizations to be recognized as a biosphere reserve. So that's what we are, and then the next 2 biosphere reserves we will hopefully by during next year we will allocate, or we will, because it's based on applications coming from the people, from the atolls. We are not selecting, so the best selected proposal will go ahead with that. Again, we still don't have the full funding for these proposals to develop, and we require funds. So if Japanese people, if the tourists come to Maldives again, then there's a way forward to have more to help us to do it, and also we need international financing mechanisms to get this done. Our ecosystem is very fragile, and anything that is happening with the climate change, any issues with the climate change, it is directly affecting our biodiversity. So I think the bigger countries that have created the climate change issue should help us, countries like Maldives and small islands, to flourish and then have their biodiversity well looked after, and without a lot of assistance it will be difficult for us alone to do this. We are doing that.
Excellent.
And
Thank
then
you.
we also have a pledge by the President to have 5 million trees to be planted in the next by 2028, and that's also progressing. So that's from our part.
It's very encouraging to hear that your president is really keen in environment protection and restorations, and also nice to know your bottom-up approach from atolls proposing, and you are developing an international partnership. So thank you, Minister Thoriq Ibrahim, and it's very encouraging to hear that your president really give a priority to the environment protections, ecosystem restorations, and I also find it very nice to hear that you are taking a bottom-up approach, that the proposals are coming from different atolls, you review and develop a partnership. Next year, it will be very important for us, and even for next month, we will have this climate change COP as well. We are collaborating with the Economist and Nippon Foundation in organizing a World Ocean Summit. June next year, there will be a third UN Ocean Conference. We are also collaborating for the Osaka Expo 2025. What policy initiative, international meetings you consider as a priority for Maldives, and what role do you plan to undertake as a minister representing not only Maldives but maybe the small island constituencies?
Thank you. That's a very, very important question. I think once we leave Cali after the high-level meetings, right? So we are going to finish the high-level ministerial meetings today. So we will go back to our islands. Most of everybody will go back, and then we don't have much time to again get ready to go to Baku, Azerbaijan. So we are very much looking forward to Baku this year. So that there are so many still areas that we have to discuss and agree at Baku as well. One of the things is the finance, But for us, without financing, it's very difficult to provide. And even the loss and damage fund that was created last year in Dubai, it's operationalized. We need to have funds inside that fund, actual money inside that fund to actually really operationalize the fund, so that we small islanders can actually access to that fund. We don't have to wait years to have access to that fund, so that we can start our adaptation measures, we can start our biodiversity conservation measures, all these areas. And next year the ocean conference, we're looking forward to go and the ocean conference. And in the meantime, we are also engaged in all the negotiations of the ocean conference, because ocean is not doesn't belong to anybody; it belongs to everyone. This COP, the ocean conference will be venue that everybody in the world, all the countries, all the organizations will work together to have agreements on the real issues that have been discussed. As Sylvia once said, that if there is no blue, there is no green.
Yeah, you're good point. It's really nice to hear you say this nexus of biodiversity, ocean, land, and also climate. They are all interlinked, and that's a really vital earth system, important for the livelihood of the people, particularly those who live in island countries like Maldives. And we really see your initiative, being active in biodiversity COP, land degradation, desertification COP, climate change COP. It's really nice to know this, and I hope that we can reinforce our partnership to achieve our common objectives of realizing a sustainable ocean and sustainable environment and livelihood for the people, particularly those living in the small island countries. So thank you, Minister Thoriq Ibrahim, and look forward to collaborating, continuing our collaboration with you, your government, and your Maldivian partners. Thank you very much.
Thank you.